Hey everybody, we're back for another Regulator talk. Kind of a 2-for-1. This will be part 2 from before with the takeover, but it'll be a separate video, of course, and it's gonna be good because we're talking about the main roster this time. I'm captain of this train wreck this time, so
You're
we're
the
talking
main
about
roster captain.
main roster captain of team red and blue. Um, joined
Team purple.
joined by our previous Team Yellow captain, Mr. Lenny.
Uh, hello, I'm Team
Our
Yellow.
Team Purple
I'm
captain.
I'm the pirate that's gonna
Okay,
steal this
no,
ship.
you're not allowed to put yourself over. We told you about this. I'm gonna tell Slick, and
Yeah.
we're gonna really make sure you don't get put over.
I'm not putting myself
All
over.
right,
I'm
we
just gonna
got
take
Team
over this
Purple
show.
captain, 205 live, Mr. Zach, Zero Uncrowned Hero. How you doing?
How dare you assume that I'm 205?
I guess.
Better
I don't know. We got
find out.
Team Impact, Mr. Chris Mullins himself. How you doing?
Yep, because I'm the only person that they just like to steal their ideas from.
And we got Team WCW, which is John. How you doing? It's not to allude that he's old, but maybe it is. So let's get right in here to the Royal Rumble with NXT aside. We're going to take it from the pre-show to the top. If I can actually find the pre-show matches, because I'm looking here on the wiki.
It has a P next to the number.
It's got a what?
It got a letter P next to the number of the match.
Okay, wow. That already looking at the pre-show matches kind of makes me sad. It's weird because don't even look. There's so many matches on the show, but I guess when you have a women's,
You with 2 rumbles, you don't have a lot.
When you have a women's rumble and a men's rumble, I guess you're gonna really take up some time. Didn't the women's rumble main event last time?
Yes.
Yes.
Because Rousey was favored.
Yes, because Rousey was there, of course. So let's kick it off with the pre-show for the cruiserweights. Always getting snubbed. Which, sadly, it looks like we got a really good match coming up ahead with Buddy Murphy, who is the championess, Kira Tozawa, returning Hideo Itami. I really shouldn't say returning, and Kalisto. My money's fully on Hideo Itami on this one. I really like Buddy Murphy. I really actually don't even want him to drop the belt. It makes no sense for Akira to win it. Sadly, not Kalisto either. I'm going to say Hideo, and Akira's probably going to be the fall guy in this. But Buddy, really, I don't want him to lose it. But Hideo, I feel like he's going to get it just because it'll keep him, really on fire and relevant going into Mania.
From firing, and quitting.
Especially if you take it back all the years before when Hideo debuted at Mania, right? I feel like
and the Andre Battle Royal.
Yeah. So I feel like it gets the relevancy there. You're relevant. So I don't know. That's just my take on it. What do you guys think about for this one?
I think the best.
I don't see Buddy dropping it.
Yeah.
I think the best bet might be Hideo Itami because he's been gone. What has he done since he came?
Nothing.
He had a little thing with Finn Balor in NXT. And then he was injured for so long.
Didn't he help someone out?
205 Live, and then he really wasn't worth anything. Yeah, I think he got hurt. I don't remember, or he just was nothing.
He got hurt a couple times.
Yeah, he was nothing for a while, and now he's coming back to this. This could be big, but he is very injury prone. So,
I just want to say, I feel really bad for Hideo. He was like the biggest signing in NXT at the time before Finn Balor showed up and then Kevin Owens
and then everybody else.
Yeah.
Well, then he got hurt and then more people debuted.
Well, he got hurt. But I think the biggest bad thing that happened to him before he got hurt was that they changed his name to Hideo Itami from Kenta. We're now in days where superstars get to keep their name that they established, and he was established in Japan.
If it's established in America.
Well, yeah, but Kenta was also big on Ring of Honor, and has also wrestled in TV as Kenta, for in TNA.
You gotta think casual fan.
Yeah, but a casual fan's not gonna know most of the guys I don't think a casual fan knows Eric Young, before TV.
There was more than one Kenta Kobayashi in Japan.
Well, yeah, but that's why they just shorten it to Kenta, and I think Kenta is a better name than Hideo Itami, because this just sounds like a generic Japanese man, which they ended up making him the generic Japanese man who likes to kick. If he wins, I'd be happy for him because they finally did something with him. I know he's been injured a few times, not by his own faults.
Mm-hmm.
I know that he suffered a really bad shoulder injury for the NXT Tag Team Tournament because the rookie did a really bad power scoop slam or something like that. It was the Randy Orton body slam and injured his shoulder, and he was super pissed off and emotional about it. I know he's been trying to lay off that stigma that he's injury prone, but it's just been so sad to see how bad he's fallen. He was the next big thing in Japan, and now he's just generic man in 205 Live.
Well, it's like what I was telling you, though. He got hurt at the worst time because he got hurt when NXT was still in its expanding stage.
He got hurt when all these big names were coming in, so he couldn't.
He got hurt because he was the first signing, but then right after him, you had Zayn, Owens. You had all these guys that were just coming in one after another after another.
I think Zayn was there first.
But I'm just saying, in general, though, you had those guys hitting their stride and becoming that bigger name.
Yeah,
and then you had other guys coming in.
Owned in NXT while he's on the injury list.
Yeah, I just feel bad for him. There's a lot of there's just a lot of things you could do with him at that time, and even when he came back, you could have done something instead of just throwing him in a tag team with I forgot who he was teaming with. Was it who's the guy who's Golden Lover number 2? The guy
Kota Ibushi.
Kota Ibushi?
Ibushi. Yeah, he teamed up with him for the tag team tournament, didn't he? Or was it Ho Ho Loon?
They were both only there for the Cruiserweight Classic, brother.
Oh, was it? Then who did he team up
Brother.
with? Because I knew that
Finn Balor.
For the tournament? Nah.
Finn was with Joe, and then Hideo was with Finn, I believe, for one of them.
I'll Google that later, but I just feel bad for him. If he wins, I would be very excited, but I don't believe him to win. I think it's going to be Buddy Murphy. So next.
All right.
Shut up,
It was
NXT.
really drawn out, by the way. Basically, Buddy should keep it, but Hideo might have a good, strong chance of winning, or he'll just be snubbed, and that'll be it for him. Rusev and Shinsuke Knox on the pre-show. Given, there's not much build to this, so it is justified. I'm going to say Shinsuke, sneaks his way back with the belt again. Rusev was just for the good, haha, Merry Christmas, Rusev Day joke on his birthday, right? I think. Yeah, which is really sad. Because I really like him with the U.S. belt, especially because you think about it, this is also years prior when he was U.S. champ as a heel. Now he's U.S. champ as a good guy, and we all love him. He's a good dude. So
I fact checked it before we go to anything. Ibushi's partner was originally supposed to be Itami.
Yeah.
In that tournament, but Itami got hurt before the tournament and was replaced.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Fact check.
I
But
didn't even know Ibushi did more than
my bet's on Shinsuke on this one. It just sucks because it's what do you do? What do you do with Rusev?
Anything. Just anything that they got to do something. Rusev Day is still, it's not as over as before, but it's still over.
I think you can let him win that belt again. You can let him beat Shinsuke. Shinsuke, I think, needs to go over to Raw. I think he needs a change of scenery. It's gotten to that point where we've seen him against those same few names and whatnot. It's time to bring him out, get him some fresh names to face.
Yeah, he definitely needs something new. I mean, his SmackDown run has kind of been awful for the most part. Besides, like, the AJ style matches. Like,
well, it's because
SmackDown's
dealt with this entire brand split. Is the fact that Raw has such they're so top heavy on Raw and they're so bottom heavy on SmackDown. Like SmackDown has a great like lower tier guys. Like there's a bunch of great lower tier guys running around on SmackDown, but then Raw's just all top heavy guys. And then when you get down lower toward the bottom, you're like, what the hell? Why is this guy even here?
Yeah, like Shinsuke just needs a new scene. Like I don't think Shinsuke is gonna win. I think Rusev is gonna win. Mainly because
that's without segue into what I was saying. Like that's why I was picking Rusev there too.
Yeah, like Rusev, I think they have nothing to do with him right now. They don't know what to do with him right now, so I think they'll leave him with the United States belt. Try to get the Rusev thing to last a little bit longer, or they'll just have it die out like they did with anyone who wins the United States belt. They'll Zack Ryder him.
That's really sad when you say it like that, but yeah.
Well, it's sad because it's true. Because like Rusev just got popular like right out of the blue.
Oh, Bulgario, who will you crush? Nobody knows.
Like the Rusev Day thing got super popular for like no reason whatsoever, and the WWE never knows how to handle someone just automatically being popular for no reason. So what do? They just put a title on you, do nothing with you, you lose the title, you do nothing with you, and then they're like, oh, maybe we could do something. Then nothing.
Anybody else got any more comments on this match in particular?
Rusev wins, LOL.
Really?
Rusev wins.
Shinsuke ain't worth shit right now. Shinsuke is worthless on the main roster with his current build.
Gimmick.
Yeah,
he needs a better gimmick. You figure he'd be better at gimmick with how charismatic I've always heard he is.
Yeah.
Well, it's because they killed him with the whole thing with AJ.
Well, not just AJ. They killed him way before AJ. They killed him with Jinder.
No,
he's just not charismatic. He's not interesting when he talks or anything.
He was really over before the AJ thing. That's not even AJ's fault.
It's weird because he could have been really over without even speaking, I think, in terms of like just how he looks and like is perceived and acts. I think he is a rare case of where he would never have to talk, but he could have just been so charismatic. But I think once you started letting him talk and you put him in all these ridiculous things, you really started killing him.
I think they debatably made the wrong choice at WrestleMania. But that's my opinion.
Oh, with AJ.
With Shinsuke not going over.
Yeah.
Because AJ's reign towards the end of it was pretty lackluster.
I think they should have built more to the heel turn before they abruptly pulled it at Mania.
Yeah, it was really out of nowhere. I think that really hurt.
It was really because that was the thing is if you remember going into Mania, everyone was talking about Asuka being the one to potentially, if one of the Japanese people were to turn heel, it was going to be Asuka.
Can we see that?
Well, yeah, because like Asuka had like some weird.
Asuka had her undefeated streak.
Mm-hmm.
Before she got injured, right, or something like that. Before like she debuted in the main roster, and then remained undefeated.
It was storyline injury.
Oh, was it storyline?
Yeah, it was just to get the title off her because she was undefeated.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like she was legit injured or something.
Oh no.
But but I know that she was teasing a lot when she was fighting Ember Moon. She was like, "Hey, like I'm the champ, Punk," and then
she was a heel in NXT.
Was she?
Like during her last year, she was a heel. In my opinion, I'd say.
Yeah, she got cocky and was cheating. Like she was using very underhanded tactics to keep that undefeated streak alive.
Yeah, maybe. But like,
she was a desperate heel.
But yeah, but I feel bad for Shinsuke. Shinsuke should have won that. It would have been a big moment. You could have made him a big star, and you could just put the belt back on AJ later on.
Yeah,
if you really wanted to.
Yeah, because you could have literally he could have literally just held the belt for a month till the next pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know that like they really wanted to build more matches up to him because there was a lot of hype because of their Wrestle Kingdom matches. Like I know there's a lot of hype towards it, but you could have easily just given him the belt, and they could go back and forth for it later on. You didn't. I liked heel Shinsuke. I liked the no speaky English promo they cut on AJ Styles after Mania, but like it has been a really big waste for Shinsuke's talents. So,
well, I mean, the nut shots were fun, and I love memes. I'm a very, very big proponent of. I love memes, especially in wrestling. Memes in wrestling are great, but when it got to the point where he's been in multiple feuds since the AJ feud, which was the kickoff of the whole hitting people in the nads, and he's still doing it like 3 feuds down the line.
I want to know what the Randy Orton thing was, by the way.
That became his character. His character was hitting people in the nuts.
His character was I hit you in the nuts.
Did we ever have like a payoff to the Randy Orton thing, by the way?
What do you mean? What Randy Orton thing?
The Randy Orton, or no, wasn't that? Yeah. Because it was the Jeff Hardy, and then Shinsuke was like, low blow, and Randy Orton was like, low blow, mess with your ear. Was there ever a payoff to that? I can't remember. Like, did anything really?
Probably on SmackDown.
Yeah, just really nothing. So.
Randy Orton never really has a payoff.
Yeah, his feuds just kind of die out.
His feuds are kind of like, okay, cool. I showed up out of nowhere, hit you in RKO. We're gonna feud now. And then it's like, okay, cool. I did a lot of really cringy things, like stick screwdrivers in your ear, and did a lot of really cringy things, like broke your fingers, so you couldn't count to 10. Stuff like that. He literally does things and then just disappears. There's no real. I can't think, like, he hasn't been in an actual feud since Wyatt.
Yeah.
He's legit just a snake. You know, he strikes and then he just crawls away.
You kind of never know where he's going. He's literally like, and that's actually the perfect example. He is literally the Viper at this point, because he just kind of strikes without any real direction. Like one day you'll see him attack a top name, then he'll attack a random lower tier guy, and you never really know.
Yeah.
All right, well, that takes us into the main show now. We got, from one meme to the next, The Bar taking on McMiz. The Miz and Shane McMahon teaming up.
Is that what they're called, McMiz?
I thought they were the greatest tag team in the world.
I just call them McMiz because it sounds good.
I think, no, Tech, the greatest part of the meme is the fact that they're going by the tag team name, the greatest tag team in the world.
I don't know.
Because guys. I guess they couldn't go world's greatest tag team because WWE already ran that gimmick once.
Yeah. I don't know, guys. I feel like it's Rumble season. Let's do something memey, and Shane McMahon needs a match for Mania, so let him and Miz hold the belt till Mania, and then they drop it to the next people. Sadly,
I don't think that's what's gonna happen.
I think what do you predict?
They'll have Miz turn on Shane and have Shane versus Shane versus Miz at Mania.
I'm gonna call it like this, where I think that the greatest tag team, whatever we're gonna call McMiz, that they're gonna win tomorrow. They're gonna win Sunday.
Yep.
Whatever. They're gonna win the titles. Drop the titles at Chamber.
Okay.
And then Shane is gonna be the heel here. Blame the Miz. And then it's gonna be heel Shane versus face Miz at Mania.
That's a concept.
Yeah. So it gives Miz a match for Mania, yeah.
I agree with Mullins that will be the thing that happens. I just don't think it's the right thing that should happen. I like the Miz being a heel. Like, he's one of the best heels in the industry right now. Like, he's the only guy that, like, could really get an emotion out of people. And to have...
Well, I have a feeling he's about to be their new Cena.
I mean...
Because he's going to be their marketable... you got to think about it. Like, he's in all those Marine movies. He's going to be the next guy that they're just going to... Every movie that WWE Studios is putting out is going to have The Miz in it.
Well, yeah, but that I would be more keen to like the Miz doing, heelish things and being a part of the movies. I will still invest in the WWE movies if the Miz is starring it and is a heel.
It's not about you.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
The grand scheme of
it's about the
entire
kids
world.
that are too poor to buy actual Blu-rays.
Well, yeah, kids don't buy anything. They have parents for a reason. Stupid. You wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know. I don't have kids.
Or parents.
Yeah.
All right. Next match. Ronda Rousey, Sasha Banks. Love of God, let Ronda win. Let her retain. All right. She can lose at Mania. All right.
Please. Anyone
all right?
but Sasha.
Yeah. Speaking of butts, Sasha, no.
Speaking of
dude, I'm so glad.
You like kissing butt, do ya?
So you like fucking butts, do you?
All right. Well, that took a turn. All right. Everyone's Ronda agreed, right? Hands down.
Ronda better rip that purple-haired bastard's arms off.
Okay.
Yep,
Well,
I agree.
I miss Nia. Asuka and Becky. Man, this is hard.
Wait! I didn't even give my opinion on this Ronda Rousey match.
Yeah, who was it? Who'd you say?
I just want to say, like,
He's gonna go on a rant.
Yes.
Look, we're gonna be on this match that shouldn't take very long for a long time now.
You're gonna be on this match longer than what it's gonna be.
And the one thing is, I know a lot of people in this call hate Sasha Banks. I have no personal gripe with her, like everyone else. I want her to lose. I want Ronda to win and lose it at Mania, like everyone else.
Why couldn't you have said that?
That's all I want to say. I don't
that?
hate Sasha Banks like everyone else in this fucking call.
Why do you have to add that in there? Like,
because everyone hates Sasha Banks. You can feel the salt in the air. You can feel it.
It's not our fault she's awful.
Yeah, come on, bro. All right,
Yeah,
Asuka.
like, everyone acts as though they got
Next
Asuka
match.
and the man, Becky Lynch. Becky's red hot right now. I say give her the belt. Let her beat Asuka at Rumble. This is a big pay-per-view. So, what are you guys feeling?
I don't like either of them. I think Becky and Asuka are cripplingly overrated. Becky's over for the sole fact that she's the only one of the four that was never over. And so this is like her wow shining moment. I reluctantly say Becky Lynch because I hate Asuka just a little bit more.
All right.
Mullins.
Next.
Mullins.
What's up?
Asuka Becky.
Yeah.
Asuka Becky better win, but Asuka's probably gonna win.
Tech.
No.
I was the first one to go.
Oh, okay.
I said Becky.
Why does this man think that he rules
I'm
the
sorry.
place?
I'm
We're
sorry.
gonna have a problem real quick.
It's part of my yellow brand ego. I'm sorry.
Learn your place, you fat-headed whore.
I'm not whore.
And you already ripped the censored Band-Aid off, so I'm gonna throw it on the ground.
Please don't. I need that Band-Aid.
Okay, next match, Tech. Let's go. You're losing control, Tech. Let's go.
Please.
Come on.
Becky wins. Asuka really sucks this year. Last year was a really sad year to be an Asuka fan. How sad was it? You lose WrestleMania to Ric fucking Flair's daughter.
All right,
daughter
next match.
to Carmella, and
Next.
then you lose to
Next.
Carmella the whole year.
All right.
Tech, you're losing control again. You
real-
really got to take control.
The new Daniel Bryan. Sorry, I messed that up actually during the NXT review. The new Daniel Bryan and the real AJ Styles. I think that's what they're called. D-Bry. I think D-Bry's going to retain. What do you guys think?
I think it'd be the best bet to keep Bryan with the belt because AJ was a really good champion, but the end of the
AJ's
reign
another guy who needs a change of scenery.
Yep.
See you on roll, AJ.
AJ and Shinsuke should be moved. Seth should be moved. There's a lot of people that should be moved.
I agree. I agree with everyone. I think Daniel Bryan should win, and AJ should move to Raw after Mania. I don't know who will face Daniel at Mania besides AJ. I assume, but
whoever wins the Rumble.
Do you think like a SmackDown branded guy is gonna try to go?
Probably
for the
not.
again?
But we didn't think Randy Orton was gonna win when he won, so we didn't think Shinsuke was gonna win. So,
well, I mean, you kind of got the idea that they would do something with him, but it's very surprising this year. I have no idea who's gonna win this year.
Anything else? Nope. All right. So, Lesnar and Balor. This is an interesting one.
I can go on about this one for a minute.
Yeah, we could probably talk about
This one could actually go for a while.
I would say short answer. I'm gonna say Balor. But it's very interesting because I've heard things where he's not gonna show up as the Demon, so it kind of brings that doubt of he's just the man at that point.
So I'm gonna agree with you and also say Balor's gonna win for the sole fact that nobody thinks he'll win. Everyone thinks because he's not gonna be the Demon, he has zero chance. I was reading something earlier that I know they'll probably bring up at the Rumble. Little known fact, Finn Balor has never lost a main roster singles pay-per-view match.
That is true. Oh. Now that I think about it, I had to think real quick, and I was like, that is true.
So, Finn's undefeated in singles pay-per-view matches. We don't know what's happening with Brock in the future. Brock will most likely be at Mania regardless.
Yeah, no matter what his match is. But again, does Brock's match need to have the title on it at Mania? It does not necessarily have to have the title.
But you know who, unfortunately, I think needs the belt for both the sake of the belt and the person? Finn Balor. Up until now, Finn Balor has been worth anything since he lost that belt and got hurt. That belt hasn't been worth anything since Goldberg won it.
Exactly.
So, in the grand scheme of things, the best thing that could happen to both of them is if they get Brock away from that red piece of trash and finally give the belt to Balor again, and the belt could be worth a damn.
I agree. Yeah, it's been tough for that title. The WWE World title has been getting a lot more like match of the year candidates than the title that's supposed to be bigger, the Universe. Like
the Universe.
Yeah, like that's the whole point. Is like it's that that's the world, but this is the Universe, and it's had probably the worst reigns like out of people. Like who was the last good Universal Champion? Like Kevin Owens?
Yeah, Kevin Owens, and that was only because Triple H was like, screw you, Seth Rollins, and then KO's little thing with Jericho. I know that, right? I think he was champ at that time.
But like that's the only champion that's been worth a damn. Brock Lesnar, even though he's the most credible, badass dude or whatever, like he hasn't been greatly interesting with the title at all and has barely been on TV from it. Goldberg was literally champ for like a cup of coffee just to make
he was a champ just to make sure that his shirtless son was happy.
Yeah, and he didn't do anything worth a damn with that title. He lost it like the next month to Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar has had a stranglehold on that title up until he lost it to Roman Reigns, and then Roman Reigns suffered cancer from the belt, and then Brock Lesnar took it back. The title has done nothing for anybody. If anything, it has hurt people more than it's helped people. Kevin Owens hasn't been in like the main event scene ever since he was Universal Champion, like debatably. he hasn't even been considered to be like winning a title since then. So it sucks. I'm hoping Balor wins it and just keeps it for a while, like past Mania. Just do something with it, goddammit. This title needs something. It needs adrenaline spiked into it.
It'll drug test the belt.
Fuck. Fuck. Okay, get that Rock steroid. You know, the Rock's legal steroids, the ones they don't tax, and it's put into the belt because God, it needs something.
The Rock steroids.
Goodness. All right. Any more in this match? I'm saying Finn, guys. I like the odds of Finn right now.
I like the idea of Finn right now because it's, again, Brock doesn't need the belt, and because no matter what, his matches at Mania, no matter who it's against, is going to be a draw just because he's Brock Lesnar. So why not add another match that could have some meaning to it of a Universal title match to Mania?
I agree. Oh, man. I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Sad days. Sad days.
The 2019 Women's Royal Rumble match. Give me some thoughts for like people that might show up, and give me your overall win pick. I'll say, I say we'll get we'll get a Trish Stratus. Yeah, or Anna Maria. If she can do it.
I just hope we don't have to see that bastard with the damn ponytail.
I think we'll see a Bianca Belair. Now that you said that, I feel for some reason.
Better not.
I feel like you just
not.
jinxed it.
Boo.
You just jinxed it for some reason. And winner, I'm gonna say Bailey. I'm gonna say Bailey wins this one. So, what do you guys got?
I'm gonna go really off the wall with my pick here, and I've narrowed who's gonna win down to two people. It's either gonna be Mandy Rose or Sonya Deville.
Is that all right? Any reason?
Just because I feel like both of them have so much potential. Like, I've been big on Sonya Deville for a while. I feel like she's a legitimate person that they could put against Ronda in a feud, and I feel like they could have a good match. I feel like she knows the MMA style. She's a legitimate tough person. And also, Mandy's basically Trish Stratus 2.0.
Yeah. That's interesting one.
Hey, when Trish first stepped into wrestling, did anyone think she was going to be good at wrestling?
That's not
exactly
wrong right there.
Exactly. She was running around kissing Vince McMahon.
I had problems with my microphone earlier, so.
So who are you saying, John, in the Women's Rumble?
Who do I see? What?
Who do you see winning the Women's Rumble?
Yeah, any like surprises also?
Yeah, do you see anyone coming in the Women's Rumble?
You know, I'll be really surprised if they actually put Shayna in it just for shits and giggles.
They should ever come out to Bo Dallas's theme song.
And she actually wins.
Dude, that would be even funnier.
Wow, the NXT Women's Champion wins the main roster Women's Rumble out of all the women on the main roster.
I wanted to have a WWE book it.
I mean,
I hope the match gets canceled.
Well, I hope you get canceled. I hope I get canceled.
I hope
myself.
There's a chlamydia breakout in the women's locker room, and they all have to cancel the match.
Let's cancel the women's division.
And more positive predictions.
There's a positive prediction.
I think Victoria will make a surprise appearance because Trish Stratus, we already saw her like 5 times last year. I want to see someone different. Victoria, former champion,
Honestly, she really wouldn't surprise me that big though.
I mean, who else? Everyone else is dead or like a porn star. Like, there's no one really worth a damn to like try to invest in to like just have it be surprise entrance in the women's rumble. Like, I think Victoria would be an interesting pick. I agree with Tech on Bayley because Bayley should be like getting pushed right now. Like, I think Bayley, even though there's the women's tag team division that's happening, I think she's way better off being a single star and to fight for, if not against Ronda, that because I think she could get a good match out of Ronda. She could go to SmackDown and fight Becky. Since Becky's a part still, she's in the Friends Club, so I think it would work.
Not much offense to Bayley, but in what universe would that be a good idea?
For Bayley to like fight for a title, or
in what universe would that be a good idea to do that?
She's a former women's champion.
Who do you want to win, John?
I would want Ronda to win. Oh, wait.
Rumble?
The Rumble?
She's champion?
Ronda's already a champion, bro. She can't.
When you were giving the impression of Bayley and Ronda, I'm like, yeah, Ronda.
I'm not saying Bayley should beat Ronda Rousey. I'm saying that
Bayley should win the Rumble.
It would be a good match.
Oh, no, I honestly don't think Bayley should win the Rumble.
Who do you think should win the Rumble?
Who should win the Rumble then? Is the question.
To be serious,
If I could be serious for a minute.
Yeah.
I'd probably have to go with Sasha.
Well,
Sasha's in a match, John.
She's wrestling for the women's title. She's not going to be in the Rumble, brother.
Oh, we don't know that.
Okay, we're not going to do a Roman Reigns where Roman Reigns has lost his title. Now he's in the Rumble all of a sudden. Like,
you don't know that. It could happen.
Why the fuck would Sasha...
Why wouldn't she?
Because, like, she's gonna get her arm broken by Ronda Rousey. You can't throw people out with your arm broken, John.
Why not?
John. Okay, next one.
The 2019 Men's Royal Rumble. Who do you think is going to be some surprise people from NXT, Legends, and the winner? I will tell you.
What?
That's it's a tricky one. I'm gonna say some surprises. I think we'll get some goofy ones. I say we'll get a Road Dogg. You can quote me on this one, right? If this actually happens, I say we'll get a Road Dogg, and I say we'll get a maybe like a Hornswoggle. So some really crazy off the wall ones there. And for NXT people, I think we'll get an Adam Cole and a Velveteen Dream.
Why?
I don't know, John. I don't know why. I don't know. It's the Rumble.
John, maybe it's the fact they didn't wrestle tonight.
So?
And the winner of this Rumble, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Samoa Joe, because I think Joe and Daniel Bryan. So
I'm confident in my response to this question, so
I want Dean though. Just to clarify, I was kind of thinking I want Dean personally, but I think Joe, like statistically, probably, because I don't know what else Joe would be doing comes Mania.
I'm thinking logistically in terms of debuts and that kind of stuff or returns. Apparently Matt Hardy isn't retired, and apparently he's cleared. We can see
also Bray Wyatt is cleared too.
See Bray Wyatt. Apparently, from what I've seen and what I've heard, Owens and Zayn are cleared.
Owens looks a lot better too. Owens lost a lot of weight.
Yep. There's a bunch of NXT people you could bring up. Alistair you could bring up. He's done there. And you can use the argument of he already had a match, but so did Andrade last year. I think, again, Velveteen could come up. There's a bunch of people you can bring up. I think in terms of winning, I'm going with Drew McIntyre. Because logistically, if we bounce back to my previous answer of Finn Balor is going to win the Universal Championship, then he's going to have this David versus Goliath character that looks like they're trying to build him with against another Goliath in Drew McIntyre in comparison size. And I think Drew McIntyre as a character has grown so much in terms of where 7 years ago he wouldn't be close to the main title match at a WrestleMania, but he is easily one of the highlights of Raw every week. So I'm picking Drew McIntyre.
I'm gonna say that pick for the Rumble match as of right now. Let's go with it like an Almas. An Almas would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Almas would be fun. There's a lot of things that could possibly happen with this Rumble. Obviously, a lot of undertales, underlining moments. Undertale. That was a good thing.
Are you talking about Undertaker? Is that what you're alluding to? The Undertaker coming out and
No,
winning this thing?
I thought he was
talking
trying to
about
allude that Sans from Undertale was going to be a part of this match.
Undertale, the game.
The game's dog shit.
I was
So someone's
going
gonna win the Rumble
to
by not even
Undertale,
like
yes.
attacking or showing up the entire time.
But I think I was alluding to something even deeper that I
Oh,
thought someone was gonna catch.
Oh, do you mean Kenny Omega because he had the Undertale entrance in fucking
Lenny, you win the gold star.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Give me that fucking gold star.
Because you're gonna tell me that Vince has a chance to get a pop just as big as he did in Orlando with AJ. And he's not going to pay that little bit of extra money to get somebody a couple weeks early.
I believe that. That's pretty good prediction, Moans. Yeah, I could probably see like Kenny Omega debuting. For some reason, I want to see Jeff Jarrett. Like,
that was another one I was thinking of. I was like, man, I wonder if Jeff's still in shape. That's what I was actually over here researching, if Jeff was still in like good in-ring shape.
I know that he still performs in Mexico and all that stuff. So you could do like a shitty like one-off appearance, get him eliminated quick. He performs his shit song and leaves.
Get us maybe an Attitude Era gimmick guy, like maybe a random Attitude Era gimmick guy that's going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame this year.
Yeah. I was thinking Samoa Joe originally because, he hasn't done anything in SmackDown. And for some reason I was also thinking Almost too. But like I kind of agree with Zach's prediction of Drew McIntyre, mainly because there's been seemingly a lot of talk about Drew McIntyre, and he has definitely improved. Like, this guy at one point in his career was handpicked by Mr. McMahon on television, won the Intercontinental belt, didn't do anything, was released because he was in the Playboy Mansion, reinvented himself in the Indies, and then came back and has been on its hair. He's been the big man. He's been like the ideal big man. Agile, strong.
Did I just hear he was in the Playboy Mansion?
I don't think you have that right, brother.
No, so like a long time ago, like this was like when he was tag team champs with Cody Rhodes. he was invited to the Playboy Mansion, and there was like TMZ took photos of him, and he got into a lot of backstage heat from it. And
Okay,
he
I
was
thought
randomly
you were
released.
referring to 3MB and you called them the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah,
I was
so
like,
did I at
what?
first.
I was like, what?
I highly doubt that's the reason he got released.
Look, WWE will hold something against you for a very, 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 very long time.
But it would have at least come out by now. I don't
Yeah,
know. Like,
that was the reason we would have heard about it.
No.
Yes, I'm certain.
Lenny's the only person that harbors bad feelings about Drew doing that.
No, I don't. It's just like
Lenny's
there's no-
jealous. That's why he's mad.
yeah, damn right I am. That old man's dead now, and the Playboy Mansion's being sold off to other playmates. I could have been there. I could have been. No, but I honestly think Drew McIntyre would probably win the Rumble, and they'll build him. There's not. Last year we had Shinsuke. Randy Orton was still kind of a babyface, for the most part, wasn't he? When he won the Rumble.
No, he was in the Wyatt family at the time.
Oh yeah, but that's when like the Wyatt family was like getting cheered, right?
Yeah, that was when at least like everyone cheered when Bray won the title.
Yeah, so
because what happened is Orton won the Rumble, Bray won the title in February.
Yeah, so I think ultimately it would be really cool to see Drew McIntyre win, and then he goes out to WrestleMania. If he doesn't end up fighting Finn Balor, I think him and Brock Lesnar would be a greatly interesting match. Mainly because I think Drew could legit beat up Brock Lesnar. Not to the point where, like, I think Drew, if he was in a shoot fight with Brock Lesnar, would beat the shit out of him, but he would at least survive to tell the tale.
He would hold his own, is what you're meaning.
Yeah. He would be like Mr. McMahon, you know, like he'd be like, fuck you, as Brock Lesnar's punching his face.
Fuck you. He'd be sitting there just taking it.
Yeah. Yeah, but, you know, I hope he wins. I hope I get to see Omega debut and, you know, all the internet shits itself. And Jeff Jarrett.
And a lot of people cry, and I get to bask in their tears.
Well, they're gonna cry because he's gonna get eliminated, just like how AJ got eliminated.
Yeah, by Kevin Owens, and he was like, "Bye-bye."
No.
I hope it happens the exact same way.
Because he didn't
want
to go to AEW full wrestling.
Yeah. I'm kind of hoping Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn also return. Because I'm a big Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn fan, and I need my ska duo to come back. What about you, John? Who do you think's returning or gonna randomly show up in the Rumble?
Take it back over.
I'm not gonna give anything about returning. I just want Lashley to win.
Oh, John likes his chocolate people.
No, wait.
I want a reasoning.
Yeah, I want to know why.
John, just tell him, John.
Why do you want to see the world burn, John?
I just want Lashley to win.
Why?
Reason, John.
I knew someone was gonna say Lashley, and I don't know why.
I sided with you for the whole Goldberg thing because I like Goldberg. This one,
I can get behind John with this one just because then we will get the inevitable after this match about 4 minutes straight of Lashley. And that will be all worth it, in my opinion. That will be all worth it.
I really want Lashley to win.
For what reason?
I really want to see him at least main event WrestleMania, get that big gold that he's so.
Do you not have a reason, John? Are you just
righteously deserved?
Like a crackhead?
John just literally picked a name out of thin air. He looked up who was in the match and he's like, "Oh, that guy sounds cool. I'll go with him."
Well, I kind of forgotten who was all in the Royal Rumble, and then when I looked over on Dom's screen share, I
realized Lashley was the only black guy that declared for the thing, and he's like, "I'll pick
that guy." That guy.
John, can you stop shit posting answers and just give us the legit?
I think he would be a great minority to win this.
He's fucking
Oh my God.
champion. He's guaranteed in WrestleMania.
He would be a great
I think
minority,
it's time to end the video
and he'll go, hey,
or the podcast.
I am the first full
Whatever this
minority
is.
to
I'm
win
done.
the Rumble.
I'm done.
All right, everybody.
God,
Well, that's gonna wrap it up here. That's gonna wrap it up here for our Rumble predictions. Hope you all had as much fun as we did, and we'll see you in the Rumble in the Jungle. Till next time.